Please remain standing while we sing God Save the Queen.
God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen. God save the Queen. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the Queen.
Please remain standing while our chaplain, Sister Sue Kidd, delivers the invocation.
Let's begin our time together this morning with a moment of quiet gratitude as we ponder the blessings and even the challenges that have brought us to this great day. God of wisdom and of truth, of our elders and our ancestors, you enlighten our lives with your presence. Today, we're proud to stand with the University of Prince Edward Island's graduating class of 2017. And as we celebrate their contributions to their class, to our university, and to the world, for our graduates have reached in through their own spirit and insight and out to our world with justice and compassion. May they be blessed. And what we celebrate today has happened with the support and the encouragement of families and friends, teachers and mentors. Today we're grateful for the many people who work to surround our students, who teach and serve here on our UPEI campus. Grant our graduates a deep sense of their own giftedness and abilities. Also give them a bit of humility to recognize their limitations and the help they can receive from others. Grant them courage and creativity for what lies ahead. Our peace poll proclaims, "May peace prevail on earth." May it be so. In our minds, in our hearts, our endeavors, and our relationships in our world. And as we move forward to champion a new time, we know that tomorrow is better because of who and what we celebrate today. May this be our prayer. Amen.
Please be seated. Welcome to the morning ceremony of Convocation 2017 here at University of Prince Edward Island. As Chancellor, it is my honor to officiate at these proceedings, and I want to begin by congratulating each of you on the attainment of this very important life milestone. Each year we start off Convocation, I am reminded of my freshman year here, when about this time of the year we went off to the military reserve and arrived at the air base the first year that I was there. And those of us who were air crew were given a lesson in the very early days. And the lesson was, you should make sure you pack your own parachute. It will make for a safer flight. I always think of it because I think that's what you've been doing over the last 4 years, is packing your own parachute so that you will arrive safely at your dream destination. So congratulations and have a great trip. It's now my pleasure to introduce to you the members who are in the stage party. I would ask you to withhold your applause until all are introduced. His Honor Frank Lewis, Lieutenant Governor of PEI. Mr. Pat Sinnott, Chair of the Board of Governors, University of Prince Edward Island. The Honorable Wade McLaughlin, Premier of Prince Edward Island, and no stranger to this audience. The Honorable Jamie Fox, Leader of the Official Opposition. Chief Brian Francis, Abequit First Nation. Dr. Gulrose Jawani, Dean of Nursing. Dr. Jürgen Kraus, Dean of Business Administration. Dr. Ron McDonald, Dean of Education. Dr. Greg Keefe, Dean of Veterinary Medicine. Dr. Larry Hamill, Interim Dean of Graduate Studies. Dr. Neb Kajunsik, Dean of Arts. Dr. Kathy Gottschall-Pass, Interim Dean of Science. Dr. Tim Ogilvie, who will be receiving Professor Emeritus later in the program. Dr. Robert Gilmore, Vice President, Academic and Research. Ms. Jackie Podger, Vice President, Administration and Finance. Honorary Marshals, Mr. Walter Bradley from the SDU class of 67, and Ms. Donna Jean Whaling from the UPEI class of 82. The UPEI Alumni Association President, Curtis Toombs, the UPEI Student Union President, Hamad Ahmed, citation readers, Ms. Jenna Burke and Nathan Hood, and honorary degree recipients, Stan McPherson and Judith Clark, who will be more formally introduced later. Our registrar, Kathy Kiley, Sister Susan Kidd, our chaplain, and Dr. Brian Wagner, our marshal. You may now talk. I would like to acknowledge that the land on which we gather is the ancestral and unceded territory of Ebequit, the Mi'kmaq name of Prince Edward Island, for Prince Edward Island, and Mi'kma'ki, the territory of the Mi'kmaq people of this region. I acknowledge the original custodians of this land and give thanks to our elders, those in the spirit who came before us and gave us the teachings of life, those here today who preserve our stories, traditions, and cultures, and to continue to guide us as knowledge keepers, and those who are elders in the making. You will see on the far side of the stage the Peace Pole. This Peace Pole is UPEI's contribution to an international movement to promote peace on earth through a visual symbol. It's now my pleasure to call upon our President and Vice Chancellor of the University, Dr. Ala Abdelaziz, to address the convocation. Dr. Aziz.
Good morning. I would like to acknowledge the original custodians of this land and pay my respect to the elders, past, present, and future, for they hold the memories, traditions, culture, and hopes of our indigenous people. I also like to acknowledge that this gathering is being held on the traditional lands of the Mi'kmaq people of this region. Your Honor, the Honorable Frank Lewis, Lieutenant Governor of Prince Edward Island, President Emeritus and Premier of Prince Edward Island, the Honorable Wade McLaughlin, Chairman of the University of Prince Edward Island Board of Governors, Mr. Pat Sennett, Leader of the Opposition, Honorable Jamie Foxx, Chief Brian Francis, distinguished platform guests, faculty, staff, alumni, family, friends, and most of all, members of the University of Prince Edward Island's class of 2017. Welcome to Convocation. Graduates, as a community, we are very proud of you and excited for what you have accomplished. You have ventured to learn, interact, broaden your knowledge, gain new perspectives, and expand your understanding of not only your area of study, but of the world around you. The UPEI class of 2017 represents over 950 graduates from right here at home and around the world. I would like to ask the class of 2017 to please stand. The meaning behind the saying, "It takes a village to raise a child," rings true in many ways. We are all lifted up and supported by those around us in different and sometimes subtle ways along our life's journey. As we recognize and celebrate each one of you, I would like to offer you a moment to look around and find your family, friends, teachers, mentors who have encouraged and supported you along your journey. Give them a wave, a smile, and let us applaud them for their support. They are so proud of you. Thank you, class of 2017. Please be seated. The University of Prince Edward Island's community of scholars and staff have a vision of developing our students to their full potential, both inside and outside the classroom. Graduates, please join me in acknowledging our dedicated UPEI faculty and staff who have encouraged and assisted you in acquiring the skills, knowledge, and understanding that contributes to your development. Let us give them a round of applause. Each one of you will be moving on your next journey at a time of great hope and possibility for Canada's future. I know you have bold ideas and aspirations for what Canada can be. And as we celebrate Canada's 150th anniversary and reflect on our past, you, the class of 2017, are prepared to make your mark on the next 50 years. And while you sit here today, you may have a very specific plan for what is to come next. However, the wonderful things about this journey that we are all on is that through the various twists and turns of life, you may end up somewhere very different and even better than what you have envisioned today. Our university has been a place of innovation, a place of discovery, a place of growth. We respect our founding institutions, St. Dunstan University and Prince of Wales College, and we know that we build on the work of those who have come before us. From around the world to our UPEI campus, the class of 2017 remind us of the power of our global community and the benefit of investment in teaching and research. 2017 makes a pivotal moment for Canada and our university graduates. As we mark our country's 150th anniversary and look to the future, the world is looking to Canada for leadership in higher education, research, and innovation. UPEI have students from 70 countries, and we benefit from their diversity through the enrichment and international insights and perspectives. Last week, I was in Vancouver, where I was a member of a panel discussing how advanced learning institutions can support building the social infrastructure for Canadian communities. How can we leverage our facilities, faculty, staff, students, relationships, and partnerships to create opportunities to tackle complex societal challenges? We have a lot to offer. We have the talent, the innovative minds, the partnership to help tackle just about anything. And being the provincial university, we have great relationship with our island community. And we want to not only continue this relationship, but build on it. And I look to you, our class of 2017, as you move on to your next journey at a moment of hope and possibility for Canada's future. Take your bold ideas and aspirations for what Canada can be and make your contribution. Use your talent to not only make yourself better, but your communities, your province, your country. Go participate, work, but make sure to share your knowledge along your great journey. Higher learning and knowledge is not meant to set us apart. It is meant to bring us together. I know I speak on behalf of our entire university when I say that I am so grateful and tremendously proud that you have chosen UPEI as your home for higher learning. My friends, you are now forever a part of our university community. As a community, we celebrate your graduation and look forward to your active involvement in lifelong learning and leadership. We will look to you to impart knowledge, wisdom, insight, and influence in areas that shape all our lives. On behalf of the University of Prince Edward Island community, which include a family of more than 24,000 alumni from around the world, congratulations. Faculty, staff, friends, please join me one more time in applauding the UPEI class of 2017. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for excellent address. We will now proceed to the conferring of the title of Professor Emeritus.
Mr. Chancellor, I would like to introduce Dr. Timothy Ogilvie. He will be conferred with the title of Professor Emeritus.
The powers vested in me as Chancellor of this university, I confer upon you, Dr. Timothy Ogilvie, the title of Professor Emeritus at the University of Prince Edward Island, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. We shall now proceed to the conferring of honorary degrees. First citation. Jenna.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, Miss Judy Clark. Indigenous advocate, leader, interpreter, and healer. Born on Lennox Island, Miss Clark is a member of the Abeguit First Nation. She is a strong Mi'kmaq woman who has dedicated her life to her community. She is a passionate leader and a lifetime advocate of improving the lives of Indigenous peoples, particularly children and youth. Ms. Clark was involved with reconciliation before it was mandated by the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Despite being a survivor of Indian Day School herself, Ms. Clark has always seen the benefits of education for her children and for her community. She is a longtime friend of UPEI and has always welcomed academics seeking Indigenous worldviews and perspectives in their curriculum. Her contributions and wisdom can be seen in the development of the Faculty of Education's specialization in Indigenous education. She believes strongly that Indigenous children and learners must see their own history reflected back to them, which is why she makes herself available to academics seeking Indigenous contexts and histories in their courses. Ms. Clark is an inspiring role model and guide, particularly for women and girls. She is the provincial director for the Native Women's Association of Canada. She is the current president and former vice president of the Aboriginal Women's Association of Prince Edward Island. She is an advocate for reducing violence against Indigenous women and girls and has been involved with honoring missing and murdered Indigenous women through the National Sisters in Spirit campaign since its inception. She has been passionately involved with the Girl Guides of Canada for more than 4 decades. She is the provincial trainer and sits as the PEI Provincial Camp Advisor, requiring time and attention for activities across the province and the country. Ms. Clark is a facilitator and a circle keeper with the Aboriginal Justice Program and has been called upon to facilitate a number of circles for community members who require healing, are facing conflict, or are seeking traditional forms of justice as atonement. She was a Mi'kmaq cultural advisor for the Mi'kmaq Confederacy of PEI, a Mi'kmaq interpreter for Parks Canada, and a community liaison, communications associate, and community researcher for the Mi'kmaq Confederacy of PEI. In 2013, she was awarded the Queen's Diamond Jubilee Medal for her ongoing dedication, commitment, and support of Mi'kmaq communities on Prince Edward Island and the Indigenous communities at large. Ms. Clark recently completed 4 years of rigorous commitment and training to become a sun dancer, a ceremony highly regarded among Indigenous peoples. She is a longtime supporter of UPEI. She has delivered numerous guest lectures, providing insights and context on a number of issues. She is also a frequent advisor to the University administration and to the Maui-Omi Aboriginal Student Center. Recently, she was appointed to the President's Indigenous Advisory Council and is our elder in residence. A respected elder, Ms. Clark exemplifies the meaning of education and knowledge sharing through her dedication to Indigenous students and her passion for sharing Mi'kmaq culture. Her inclusive approach to education is commendable, and her compassion and kind-heartedness is second to none. Ms. Chancellor, in recognition of her dedication, wisdom, leadership, and advocacy for Indigenous culture, people, and history, I now request, on behalf of the Senate of the University of Prince Edward Island, that you confer upon Ms. Judy Clark the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
With the powers vested in me as Chancellor of this university, I have the honor of presenting to you for degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, Judy Clark. We'll now proceed with this second citation. Nathan Hood. Nathan.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting for the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, Mr. Stan H. McPherson. Business professional and mentor, entrepreneur and economic development leader, and tireless community volunteer. From his days at Prince of Wales College, where he completed his senior matriculation in 1961, to earning his Bachelor of Commerce degree at Mount Allison University in 1969, Mr. McPherson was destined to work in business. What was perhaps not so easily predicted was how his involvement in Prince Edward Island life would touch so many segments of society and stretch a span of almost half a century. And there are no signs of him stopping. Mr. McPherson's always even demeanor and his tremendous ability to work with diverse groups of people and organizations are well known and respected within his profession and the community. When he began his career in public accounting and consulting and taxation, later moving into consulting and becoming a specialist in insolvency, litigation, and financial services, his foray into these areas allowed many junior staff accountants working at McPherson Roach Smith or predecessor firms to broaden their work experience in specializations not readily available with other companies. Mr. McPherson has hired and helped train in excess of 50 professional accountants, most of whom are graduates from UPEI. He has also had a positive influence on the many students he taught as a sessional lecturer at UPEI from 1972 until 1986. During his career, Mr. McPherson became involved as an owner-manager in several business endeavors. He has also made an impact in sectors such as tourism, agriculture, sport and recreation, and economic development through his leadership roles in organizations such as the Tourism Industry Association of Prince Edward Island, the Farm Debt Review Board, the Charlottetown Area Development Corporation, the Charlottetown Civic Center, the Charlottetown Harbor Authority, and others. All of these positions have been, by and large, voluntary, and all with the goal of stimulating the growth and economy of the province. What underlines Mr. McPherson's unending commitment to his province is his involvement in community and charitable activities. He has served in leadership positions with the Community Caravan of Sports organization that led to the building of the Cody Banks Arena, as well as the Community Foundation of PEI, the United Way of Prince Edward Island, the YMCA, Pat and the Elephant, the IWK and QEH hospitals, the Holland College Board of Governors, the UPEI President's Community Advisory Committee, the Chance's Family Center, and many more, including the odd political campaign or two. Mr. McPherson's willingness to contribute to such a vast array of organizations and over such an extended period of time demonstrates his love of Prince Edward Island. His uncanny skill in bringing people together for a common goal is his hallmark. He holds the designation of Fellow Chartered Accountant, is a recipient of the City of Charlottetown Citizen Recognition Award, the Downtown Charlottetown Inc. President's Award, the Rotary Club of Hillsborough Vocational Service Award, and the Queen Elizabeth Diamond Jubilee Medal, and is a member of the Junior Achievement of Prince Edward Island Business Hall of Fame. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of his leadership in public accounting and consulting, economic development, and his exemplary service to Prince Edward Island through his involvement in charitable and community organizations, I now request, on behalf of the Senate of the University of Prince Edward Island, that you confer upon Mr. Stan H. McPherson the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
The powers vested in me as Chancellor of this university, I admit you, Stan McPherson, to the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. Congratulations.
Well, good morning. This is grand. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, Your Honor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and most particularly my fellow graduates. Like most people, I think, who are asked to address a convocation gathering, I agonized. I had a lot of angst over this. What was I supposed to say or do? And I knew that most of you had received enough advice and information from your parents, from your relatives, from your classmates, from your faculty members, from your grade school teachers, from fortune cookies, and from the internet to last you a lifetime and possibly beyond. So I thought I'd better stop that. And in the end, I really decided to share with you a couple of pieces of the path of my life, 74 years, the past 74 years. Not all of them, you'll be happy to know that, in the hope that you'll find something that's useful and important to you on a personal level. And as your careers and your life proceed, that it might be of some bit of use to you. So I'll give you a little background. I enrolled in Mount Allison University in 1965 as a mature student. Mature means I was out of school for 5 or 6 years. I was 23, I was married, I had one child sitting in the front row, and far less than impressive credentials from Prince of Wales College, which was a predecessor institution to UPEI. We chose Mount A because they had a married residence called Normandy Hall, and it was built for returning veterans after World War II. One-bedroom apartment was $40 a month, heat and light included, telephone down the hall, and a pop machine down the hall. And trust me, it wasn't worth 5 cents more than that. But it was a wonderful experience. After graduating from Mount A with a Bachelor of Commerce degree in 1969, I pursued my chartered accountant designation and received that in 1971, and ended up, strangely, as a sessional lecturer at UPEI in 1972. As sort of living proof that I actually did teach here, I could point out some people in the audience today who are actually former students of mine, and I actually see one former faculty member who I served with. As an example, I can refer you to President Wade McLaughlin. He was a student of mine. There's some theory that the sheer boredom of my lectures in accounting and finance drove the Premier away from a career in accounting and finance and directly into legal and educational professions. While that may well be true, in fact it probably is, I will draw your attention to the fact that the Premier did balance the budget this year. So, I thoroughly enjoyed my 3-year stretch here at the university, and in fact kept teaching courses here and there and afterwards. But I always had this yearning to own a stake in my own business, to be an entrepreneur. Loved the word. I didn't lack ambition. I had a really high tolerance for risk, and I did lack a critical ingredient, money, none of that. But nevertheless, in 1975, I rounded up a couple of partners and convinced a bank to loan us a lot more money than they ever should have, and bought a wholesale business, a successful wholesale business here in Charlottetown. And the reason I'm telling you this is not because it was a great success, but because it wasn't. Started out the east end of Charlottetown, business was good. It was even successful the first 3 or 4 years, but the tables began to turn. 1979, interest rates hit 20%, sales were plummeting, expenses were skyrocketing, management owners, that being me and my partner, were making all kinds of errors and compounding the situation. And ultimately, we declared bankruptcy in 1980. Clearly, this is not a good situation to be in. I was 38 years old, a financial professional, supposedly skilled in business and financial matters, married with 4 children, a very supportive wife, a big mortgage, and a mountain of debt from the business. So I was feeling like the poster boy for failure. It was, now what do you do? And it seemed that sort of after a mandatory period, and I think people do go through these things, of blaming everyone and everything in sight, panic, despair, hard done by a cruel and unforgiving world, I concluded that my career as a chartered accountant was over. And I resigned myself to finding some type of safe employment sufficient to make a living for my family and I. Then came a little bit of redemption. A month or so after the bankruptcy, a former customer of the wholesale business in the east end of Charlottetown gave me a call and asked me to drop by and see him. He was among dozens of East End customers of our wholesale business from whom we purchased very large quantities of empty beer bottles every Monday morning. So you might be able to guess the nature of their enterprises. Sometimes on a tax return, we used to put business not authorized by law. So, and anyway, I did meet with him, and he kindly offered me a little bit of a loan to tide me over in the short while till I got on my feet again. And he asked me what I was intended to do from here on in. After I gave him the usual hard luck story, the unfairness of it all, how uncontrollable events were to blame for all of this, I told him that my plan was to find a mundane job somewhere where my professional designation wasn't required and simply put my head down and work. And his advice to me was really simple. This is what he told me. He said, you can take this or you can leave it. But my advice to you is do not make a career out of feeling sorry for yourself. It was simple and profound, and it came from an individual who, I say at best, had a grade 6 education. And I've never forgotten it, I never will. The slide into self-pity came to a halt. And about a year after that, less than that actually, my wife and I got together with a couple of lifelong friends and a surprisingly friendly banker had opened Smitty's Pancake House restaurant, a Smitty's family restaurant here in Charlottetown. And about a year after that, I got together with my friend Ab Ferris, seated in the front row here, a familiar name at UPEI, and we got together and we built together an accounting and a consulting services firm named Ferris McPherson initially, went through a few other iterations, and Ab being a partner throughout, and now operates today significantly larger as McPherson Rhodes & Smith. So to this day, I remember and I always appreciate the fact that Ab took a chance on me to become his business partner and a lifelong friend. As dealing with a sense of failure that I described to you, that taught me a number of really important things. Most notably that personal relationships really matter, and that the economic, educational, social background of the person on the other end of that relationship really doesn't matter. It has no bearing on the quality of that relationship. At the time, I was offered support ranging from good wishes to empathy and sympathy to modest financial support to job offers to other forms of assistance from individuals who I think had nothing more in common than the fact that I had treated them fairly and with respect over a period of time in the past. And the lesson is that we do indeed meet the same people on the way down the ladder as we met on the way up. And the other important thing I learned, and it was more in hindsight than at the time, was that adverse events ranging from small, innocuous, tiny things to the big, the bad, and the really ugly are a constant in our lives, and we need to learn to deal with them. And to do that, we need the support of friends and family and sincere personal relationships. Now, I studied business. That was my thing, and I chose that as a career path. And along the way, I learned a fair bit about adversity and success. And they are really fellow travelers down the road of life. And I can safely assure you that similar challenges and opportunities await those of you receiving degrees today. And it doesn't matter what that degree is in, whether it's veterinary medicine, education, nursing, or business. You will encounter these things in your lifetime. And as you do engage in the profession of your choice, you'll be challenged to give back because you've had some opportunity to get a start on success. And there'll be lots of opportunities to give back, and choose them carefully, because it's not only a chance to help, but it's also a chance for your own personal development and well-being. Now, I'll tell you this because it has a little UPEI connection. My first foray into community service was here at the university in 1971, teaching at the university's School of Business. Joe Rebel was the dean of the School of Business when I taught here, and he suggested it'd be a really good career move if you were to join the board of the Community Caravan of Sports. And it was a nonprofit organization, and it had a mission of building a rink, community rink in the village of Sherwood. I was driven mainly by not a desire to do good work, but a desire to stay in Joe's good books. I did join the board, and a year or so later, the new Sportsplex, now Cody Banks Arena, opened its doors. And I have to tell you, I was simply amazed at the sense of pride and satisfaction that came from being a member of the team that made this wonderful and much needed facility happen. And I was also amazed at the sense of camaraderie that evolved over these few short years, and in some instances led to lifetime friendships. And it turned out to be the first of many involvements over the years in community and charitable affairs, as my now close friend Nathan, who really does a lovely job of saying those things, and it's extended for a lifetime. And my real purpose is to tell you that this deep and lasting sense of pride and personal satisfaction can be achieved by doing this, by becoming part of community organizations that exist to build capacity in our communities and to raise the standard of living for all. And if that alone isn't a sufficient reward for it, you will build some personal relationships that really matter, and that's the bonus part. I think we hear the term giving back, paying forward. I'm not so sure I ever really thought about that at the time, but I do know this. Over the years, I did give back in a sense, and I think part of the reason I took so much pleasure and pride out of it was that it was an opportunity to give back to, in some indirect form, to those who had been so good to me. And I'll never regret any of the things that I've been involved in over the years. And I'm not suggesting that you leave here today and volunteer for every worthwhile cause in sight. I'm pretty sure you have some, say, critically important things to do, like get a job, pay your student loans, spend some more time with your loved ones, whatever it may be. But I am suggesting that somewhere down the road, when the opportunity arises, and the time is right, and it will be, join a community service organization and put your best foot forward. You will not be disappointed. The other and the last thing I want to mention from my little road tour of life is the importance of partnerships and personal relationships. My experience has been that solo flying is neither safe nor enjoyable. And in my own situation, there's no way I could have devoted the time that I did to both my professional and business career and these community service endeavors without the support and encouragement of my wife and my children and my business partners. all of whom allow me this flexibility and latitude to fully participate in these activities. So on this really special day, I'm delighted to share this wonderful honor with and be joined by my wife Heather, daughter Kathy, son Greg, who's a UPEI grad, I must say, my granddaughter Sarah, and other friends and family. My youngest son Alex is in Europe working and can't be here. And much to our family's collective sadness, we are missing our beautiful daughter Suzanne and my younger brother David, both of whom were UPEI graduates and both of whom passed away in 2016 as a result of severe medical traumas. So those are little slices of my life, and I hope they do help you somewhat. But I really want to close on a really much more upbeat note than that. I think there are a lot of people in this room, other than the graduates themselves, who have a pretty good idea of the sacrifice and the effort and the determination required on your part, the graduates' part, to get here today. And for that sacrifice and effort and determination, I'm so pleased to extend to you my heartiest congratulations on all that you have accomplished over the recent years. It really is something to be proud of, to look back upon, and to look forward from as the years go on. And I also want to extend my very best wishes to you for the future that you dreamed of. And it will be bumpy along the way, and it may not even, as Dr. Alla said, it may not be all that you had thought it would be. It may be more. It will certainly be different. Plans never work out, we know that. And I think in closing, I said I wouldn't do this, and I had pretty good intentions, but at the end of it, I couldn't resist closing with just a couple of little pieces of advice, mainly because I thought, well, somebody's going to expect this here somewhere along the way. And here's what it is. When you leave here today and you're going to celebrate with your friends and family, make yourself just a quiet little pledge, don't have to say it out loud, to never stop learning. Keep learning for the rest of your life. Be committed to the relationships that matter in your lives, and give back to the communities that need you. Be courageous in the face of adversity, because there will be adversity, and be gracious in the glow of success, which there will be as well. And lastly, in a world full of risk and uncertainty, you need to be decisive. Don't just stand there, do something. And in the words of the late, great New York Yankees catcher, Yogi Berra, Yogi said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. And it sounds really not very sensible, but it really is. Think about it. So thank you so much for the privilege of joining you in the class of 2017. And to all the mothers out there for tomorrow, happy Mother's Day. You're important. Thank you.
We shall now proceed to the granting of certificates and degrees. All candidates present at Convocation today, please rise to be recognized by your colleagues and by the community. As your Chancellor, I hereby award each of you the certificate or degree that you have earned from the University of Prince Edward Island, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. I also award the certificate or degree in absentia to those whose records have been certified by the Senate and who cannot be present at this convocation today. We will now begin the presentations. You may take your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the accounting certificates, business certificates, and the public administration certificates those students whose names shall be announced individually and whose qualifications have been approved by the Senate.
Accounting certificate, Langley Zhang. Business certificate, Dana Adamu Ahmed. Bachelor of Business Studies, Catherine Clark. Haley Ierson. Brandon McPherson. Kyle Welton. Bachelor of Business Administration, Sarah Ashone. Brock Michael Birkboom. Jared Burgoyne. Yao Chu. Jordan Chowan. Braden Coffin. Trent Coffin. Ala Darune. Hannah Elizabeth Dawson. Jessica DeCoste. Yang Mengchi Ding. Brooke Driscoll. Is it gone? Caitlin Driscoll. Samuel Duguay. Sorry. Yanchi Feng. Yes, sure. Thank you. Thomas Flynn. Sarah Gallant. Cornelia Gieb. Vanessa Grandison. Prashanth Gunti. Lan Gao. Daniel Hennessy. Kyle Holland. Alexander Hughes. Jennifer Jetty. Dan Zhang. Alexander Michael Judson. Blake Kelly. Alexander Kahn. Kate Kinsman, also Certificate in Public Administration. Billy Knockwood. Chin Zhao Li. Jian Li. Nanjin Li. Chun Li. Ziyu Li. Yichao Yang. Peng Lin. Charlotte Livingston. Matteo Lombardi. Ziyi Lu. Quan Ma. Brody MacArthur. Ben McMillan. Megan McPhee. Sawyer Main. Christopher Francis McCarthy. Melissa McDonald. Benjamin McKenna. David Moore. Mudaffar Mutter. Emma Murray. Ai Nakamura. Aaron O'Halloran. Krista Lee Oliver. Janning Pang. Lorenzo Parker. Nicholas Parker. Tanya Phillips. Will Poirier. Maya Ramsey. Joseph Reddy. Kip Reddy. Clayton Smith. John Sturts. Yuan Tian. Danielle Venest. Sarah Walker. Jian Wang. Brody Watts. Harrison Wood. Jaeyu Wu. Zitao Shu. Manjong Hong Zhen. Kevin Zenang. Fengyi Zhao. Yizhai Zheng. Bachelor of Business Administration, Co-operative Education. Jensi Zhao. Kylie Ford. Kristen Lawless. Bethany McFadgen. Jared Shane McLean. Marshall Main. Caitlin Moore. Bolaji Lukman Mustafa. Michelle Penwarden. Michelle Poshikva. Petagay Reese. Ulawa Foyin Suryemi Ifemi De Senbanjo. Chelsea Simpson. Zachary Tweel, also Public Administration Certificate. Shakai Thunber Jacob. Bachelor of Business Administration Honors. Derek Usawu Mensa. Bachelor of Business in Tourism and Hospitality, Kelsey Louise Amadio. Ho Cheng Chi. Kyle Richard Gillis. Chance Joseph McIntyre. Daniel Reginald Murray. Tu Kimu Da Pa. Bachelor of Education, Human Resource Development, Susan J. G. Oops. Sorry.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degrees of Bachelor of Education, Human Resource Development, Bachelor of Education, and Bachelor of Education français, langue, seconde, those students whose names shall be announced individually and whose qualifications for these degrees have been approved by the Senate. Hoot.
Bachelor of Education, Human Resource Development, Susan J. G. Harrington Eddy. Thank you so much. Bachelor of Education, Maha Asfur Giz. Carly O'Coin. Elizabeth Babcock. Veronica Ray Callahan. Jane Kinnear Dempsey. Jane Nicolina Wells DiCarlo. Chinwan Ding. Adam Paul Francis. Ashley Greening. Michelle Hoffman. Kelly Hogan. Caitlin Kennedy Drake. Jeremy Kahn. Matt King. Rose Laguerre. Yan Leong. Chandler McConnell. Jill McIsaac. Emma Jean McKinnon. Megan Dawn McSwain. Joshua Martin. Joshua Gary Boone McIntosh. Liam McKenna. Hossein Mikvechi. Gregory Ian Mose. Brad Morrison. Helen Mullaney. Katie Murphy. Trent O'Hanley. Holly O'Neill. Miranda Pickett. Alex Reed. Julia Ross. Wayne Savage. Kristen Schwab. Paul Seward. Nadine Walsh. Chunyang Wang. Dong Wang. Sorry. Dong Wang. Brody Ward. Christina Watkins. Kaylee Watts. Paige Wright. Runbao Zhang. Jingxi Zhao. Ning Zhao. Rui Zhao. Bachelor of Education, français, langue, seconde. Dakota Cameron. Senya Jalua. Carly Gray. Erica Groman. Ellen Luxton Boucher. Vanessa McDonald. Robin McLean. Keenan Maddox. Morgan Naylor Wagner. Megan Orr. Jenny Perry.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing those students whose names shall be announced individually and whose qualifications for this degree have been approved by the Senate.
Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Shelby Lynn Arsenault. Jennifer Danielle Obey. Wendy Bouyer. Brittany Blaisdell. Amber Michelle Bradley. Hannah Buwill. Jocelyn Chandler. Casey Chandler. Angie Clark. Kelsey Corcoran. Roseanne Katrina Cormier. Stephanie Colton. Michaela Grace Darach. Alicia Ellen DeRoche. Sarah Marie Dickison. Katie Doucette. Rebecca Doyle. Caitlin Francis. Emma Lee Amanda Gallant. Alyssa Gass. Also accelerated Bachelor of Nursing. Sherry Godet. Jerica Gimple. Haley Avin Grimmer. Gina Hackett. Justine Hansen. Sarah Madeline Hughes. Susanna Yaha. Marianne Kyberd. Hannah Lanegren. Thea Lavers. Amanda Lee LeBlanc. Chelsea Colleen Lewis. Morgan Leet. Brian Lundrigan. Hannah McDonald. Donna June McLean. Nicole McLean. Heidi Marilee Matheson. Jenna Matheson. Anya Miyake. Dawn Moore. Ashley Mullen. Olivia Murphy. Katie Much. Kimberly Lyda Myers. Katie O'Brien. Kendra Judith O'Hanley. Caitlin Anne Marie Ostrich. Hillary Kate Phillip. Jenna Lynn Pye. Erin Rainey. Andrea Richardson. Rebecca Robison. Brianna Rogerson. Jessica Marie Royas. Brianna June Smith. Robin Margaret Soulsby. Catherine Adelaide Stoltz. Joshua Naeem Talabi. Mandy Walker. Rochelle Walker. Bei Wang. Emily Alice Waters. Alyssa Kayleen Weeks. Laura Ann Winters. Reagan Genevieve Winters. Tanya Marie Young. New color, yeah? This is exciting. Doctors.
It may get a little loud in here in a minute. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degree of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine those students whose names shall be announced individually and whose qualifications for this degree have been approved by the Senate.
Doctor of Veterinary Medicine, Dr. Tegan Bond. Dr. Jillian Bro. Dr. Amanda Butler. Dr. Catherine Butler. Dr. Elizabeth Byers. Dr. Danelle Capobianco. Dr. Wilson Chung. Dr. Genevieve Clark. Dr. Emily Clark. Dr. Christine Comeau. Dr. Nicole Davis. Dr. Jessica DiFilippo. Dr. Christopher Dominic. Dr. Dominique Dupuis. Dr. Lauren Ellis. Dr. Shannon Emons. Dr. Renee Forcier. Dr. Robert Gao. Dr. Jessica Gerlernter. Dr. Vanessa Gerber. Dr. Demita Hansen. Dr. Kelsey Harding. Dr. Christina Hawkins. Dr. Stephanie Heinebockel. Dr. Erica Jill Hess. Dr. Sharuti Iyer. Dr. Lauren Korecki. Dr. Lisa Leachman. Dr. Jennifer Lutz. Dr. Tara Ray McDonald. Dr. Matthew McFarlane. Dr. Peter Marshall. Dr. Juliana Meads. Dr. Catherine Mitchell. Dr. Madonna Morrison. Dr. Liz Moses. Dr. Kathleen Muckenthurn. Dr. Dana Dion Payne. Dr. Adrian Perry. Dr. Anna Potter. Dr. Mila Prophet. Dr. Marissa Quinlan. Dr. Elizabeth Racine. Dr. Allison Ann Reindl. Dr. Rachel Robinson. Dr. Sean R. Schutmel. Dr. Krista Simonson. Dr. Kaylee Smith. Dr. Vanessa Spano. Dr. Danielle Stewart. Dr. Kyle Townsend. Dr. Christina Walsh. Dr. Natasha Walstoni. Dr. Terry White. Dr. Carl Wilson. Dr. Ruby Wong.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degree of Master of Business Administration those students whose names shall be announced individually and whose qualifications for this degree have been approved by the Senate.
Master of Business Administration, Arthur Blair Franklin Aitken. Stephanie Albright. Srini Vasu Lu Bandi. Carrie Barnes. Nigel Bruce. J. Claire Campbell. Jana Shivery. Laurie DeRoche. Marcus Dunphy. Whitney Hooper. Aaron Kinsman. Martina McDonald. Crystal Main. Olive Mose. Gerald O'Halloran. Michelle Oliver. Roslyn Orengo. Kim Palmer Nickerson. Ardita Payoya. Mike Robertson. ABM Answer Ola. Dandan Wang. Speed it up.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degree of Master of Education those students whose names shall be announced individually and whose qualifications for this degree have been approved by the Senate.
Master of Education, Mona Bubark Abdullah. Farah Farid Al-Behadi. Mahdi Najim Al-Bishi. Danielle Arsenault. Sean Barr. Bethany Sarah Boudreau. Natasha Bromley. Morgan Bing. Nan Chen. Chen Xu. Lori Dawn Clark Gordon. Tiffany Lee Costin. Bowen Doe. Suyang Du. Jen Duncan. Thank you. Fang Chi. Cindy Fisher. Rebecca Garapi. Julia Graydon. Julie Marie Hall. Jenna Harvey. Tara Jeffrey. Karen Keels. Jamie Donald Richard Knox. Patigo Kurban. Kamin Lin. Lukai Lu. Shudong Lu. Titi Lu. Buffy McDougall Hambley. Darcy McCardle. Katie McQuaid. Yasir Sabri Hassan Muhammad. Cheryl Murphy. Nanking Zong. Rosing Oyang. Lisa Craig. Yan Li Kiao. Yuan Tu. Jerry Salisbury. Andre Sampson. Jana Elizabeth Sears. Morgan Thomas Sears. Amanda Selvey. Chuan Sin. Tenda Shen. Nicole Simpson. Kara Smith. Sarah Jean Stewart. Lindsay Swartz. Tang Xuan. Yitao Wang. Young Wang. Bochen Wu. Yong Xian. Werin Yin. Yuchen Yang. Wen Zhang. Yuan Yuan Zhang. Wei Zhao. Michael Zimmerman.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degree of Master of Nursing those students whose names shall be announced individually and whose qualifications for this degree have been approved by the Senate.
Master of Nursing, Valerie Abdelaziz. Margie Burns. Another new one.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degree of Master of Science in the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine those students whose names have been announced whose names shall be announced individually and whose qualifications for this degree have been approved by the Senate.
Master of Science, Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, Denise Happ. Louise Marie Roux.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy those students whose names shall be announced individually and whose qualifications for this degree have been approved by the Senate. We invite them to take a seat with the faculty to the right of the stage after receiving their degree.
Doctor of Philosophy, Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, Dr. Michelle Arsenault. Dr. Robert Daziel. It's okay, thank you. Dr. Bebe Jai. Dr. John Onukufor. Dr. Gayleen Ann Tobin.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy this student whose name shall be announced individually and whose qualifications for this degree has been approved by the Senate. We invite her to take a seat with the faculty to the right of the stage after receiving her degree.
Doctor of Philosophy, Faculty of Education, Dr. Selvi Roy.
Concludes the awarding of ceremonies. We now proceed to remarks from our alumni president, Curtis Toombs.
Thank you. On behalf of the Alumni Association, I'm pleased to extend congratulations and to officially welcome the class of 2017 to our alumni family. You're now joining an impressive and diverse group of over 24,000 graduates spanning more than 50 countries around the world. As alumni, we take pride in your accomplishment here today. And we recognize the importance and the excitement that graduation represents, not just for you, but for your family, your friends who are here today. And while graduation marks the end of one relationship with UPEI, it also marks the beginning of a new one. As alumni, we have the opportunity to participate in and help shape the future of our university. So regardless of where life may take you, I encourage you to stay connected and engaged with our university community, wherever or however that may be. Thank you, and again, welcome to our alumni here at UPEI. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Curtis. We will now proceed with the presentation of prizes and medals. The Honorable Frank Lewis, formerly addressed as visitor to the university, but a great friend of the university, will present these to the recipients. The Marshal will announce the medal winners. Dr. Wagner.
What a wonderful morning. It's my honor to present some prizes and medals. The Faculty of Education Prize for an Outstanding Education Student is awarded to Rose Legere. The R.G. Thompson Academic Achievement Medal for the graduating student with the highest aggregate in the 4 years of the veterinary medicine program is awarded to Christopher Dominic. The Michael F. Cassidy Business Life Award for the student standing highest in the Business Administration program is awarded to Clayton Smith. The Margaret F. Monroe Scholarship for the student standing highest in the 4th year of the nursing program, and the Regis Duffy Academic Achievement Award for the graduating student who has demonstrated to an outstanding degree qualities of scholarship and leadership within the university community are awarded to Sarah Maddie Hughes. And an Office of Graduate Studies Award of Distinction, and the Governor General's Medal for a graduating student in a graduate program whose record, in the view of the committee, is so distinguished as to warrant special recognition are awarded to Robert Deziel.
Thank you, Your Honor. I will now call upon Ms. Foyen Senbanjo to deliver the valedictory address.
Thank you very much. Before I begin, I would like to recognize my family. They're here this morning from Nigeria, and I'm sure they're very proud. Mr. Chancellor, Your Honor, President Abdulaziz, honorary degree recipients, fellow graduates of the class of 2017, members of faculty and staff, families and friends, it is an honor to be the valedictorian for the class of 2017. The last few years or months have been many things here at UPEI. It's been snowy and very cold. It's been sunny and beautiful. It's been difficult at times. But we can all agree that the best part of the last few months have been the people we've come across here on campus and in the PEI community. Look around you or cast your mind back to the wonderful friendships and relationships you've made. I started at UPEI when I was 16, and almost every terrible thing you can imagine happened to me. I didn't excel at school, I didn't have a social life or a job, and this isn't a surprise, but I didn't have any money either. All these uncertainties affected my health, physically and mentally. Honestly, I failed a lot and I didn't fit in anywhere. But that phase of my life helped me to understand myself. Every time I lost and every time I failed, I gained knowledge. So I learned that it's okay to fail, because sometimes it's the best way to figure out where you're going. To my fellow graduates, if you don't remember anything from this ceremony, I want you to remember that you are the future. Once you walk out those doors, you become the maker of your life. And you know the best part? You're going to fail at some point. You're going to lose and maybe embarrass yourself. But it's okay. Always remember that failure motivates success. Your education at this great institution equips you with the privilege and capacity to at least try. We live in a world where only a handful of youths are educated, where children are starving, and where cities and countries of the world are in a time of strife. So as you graduate with excitement, with doubt, or with both, I want you to create the world you want to live in. Be the light, be active, be radical, leave your mark. We have a responsibility to cater for our community, for the less privileged and for the poor. In the words of my favorite rapper, J. Cole, the only real change comes from inside. From inside our communities, from inside our families, and from inside our hearts. That's the only way we can make the world a better place. Finally, I would like to say a few thank yous, and I think most of my words hold true for the graduates here this morning. First, to God and my family. Next, to all members of faculty and the staff, with special thanks to the International Relations Office, the Co-op Office, and the School of Business. Thank you for making me a part of your family. To my friends here and at home, thank you for your encouraging words, your support, and your ginger. To my Clyde, thank you for your ceaseless love and fortification. And finally, to the class of 2017, congratulations. It's time to be the change. Thank you.
Well, this is the point in the program where they say closing remarks by the Chancellor. You've heard an outstanding address at the beginning from our President. We've had a very inspiring message from our honorary degree recipient. You've just heard another inspiring speech from the valedictorian. So all I'm going to say is amen to all of that. I suspect the clapping is for it being brief, but there are a few housekeeping items. We would ask you to remain in your seats until the academic procession has left the hall. There will be a reception at the School of Sustainable Design Engineering building, which is just across the way, and we welcome you there. Those of you who are interested in family or other photographs, we encourage you to do so at the McLaughlin Plaza, which is right in front of the Health Sciences building, and you'll get direction there easily enough. With that, I would now ask you to stand, and I would call upon Alexander to lead us in O Canada.